up here. I gotta go back to work. No. You hear me? Is that coming through a speaker too? No, can you hear me? Hello. Oh, there it is.
I can come over there.
Can you hear me all right there?
Yeah, or I can come over there, whatever.
Either way. So watch this. With the can you hear better over there? Okay. So let me just go ahead. I'm going to open up our software, the TRW Design Wizard, and kind of show both of you guys how to do some stuff with it. Our software right here, we'll just click on the logo. It's going to open up the wizard here. Now, this is our live template editor over here. So we got the wizard, the live template editor. So I'll do an example of like a birthday shirt like that, and then I'll do one where I add stones around something as well. So I'll go to Open Template. Let's just say I was using the Kids Live template pack, and I wanted to do a first birthday shirt. So I'll click on that first birthday shirt. There we go. Now, when it comes to this design, I got this tiger here, and when it comes to this, all of the groups and shading and everything in this, you're not cutting this on the graph tech, right? And that's where a lot of softwares, they want you to try and figure that any money if you try and cut 9 different colors to put on a shirt. So all of our software and all of our designs, they actually come with multiple versions of the actual design. So what I mean is I have this is my full color version. Maybe I do sublimation, screen printing, direct-to-garment, something like that. But maybe I want a tiger and I want to use it for a vinyl cutter. So first thing I can do is I'm going to change the name. Maybe it's not Jackson's birthday, it's Madison's birthday. So I go MADISON apostrophe S. There's Madison's first birthday. That's the cool thing. Yeah, you don't have to think about the designing part. It keeps it perfectly within that envelope. Yep. So now that I've done that, okay, I'm going to come over here. I'm done editing the text, so I'm just going to convert it to curves. That's basically making it non-editable anymore. So now they don't want a lion, they want a tiger. So I'm going to come over here to change artwork, and I could use anything. Like, you don't have to use the birthday clip arts. I could use a baseball, a soccer ball, anything. 100%, any type of vector file. Yep. So I'm going to come in here and I want to do my Kids Live template, but see how there's multiple versions? Well, this one is made for our vinyl cutter, or this lion. So maybe they still want the lion. I'll click on this one here and swaps it out. But when you look at this, there's still a lot going on with this design, right? I'm not going to still be able to cut this because all of the layers and the overlaps. Well, EPS is a vector, so obviously, yeah, so you'll get an SVG or an EPS, a vector file, just bring it in with that. Yep, no problem. So now that I have that, here's the difficult part, like with the software that you may be using now, is when I go to my enhanced frame, again, I can't cut this right now. But in whatever software you use, it might be 10 steps to figure out to create the contours and trims and back minus fronts and all of that stuff. Watch what you do in our software. And you want to remove all the shapes behind my lion right here, but also create a little contour. So I'm going to create a 0.06 inch contour. So when I come over and I hit my magic boundary, see how it contoured that out? But see that? I don't want that. I want that all completely knocked out. So it gives you an option. So if you want it all knocked out, turn off the contour, just remove shapes behind. And now when I click on it, now it looks awesome. So this is a cut ready file that you can send to your graph tech right now. Now, when you have this file ready, now we got to choose our colors. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to select the same color here. There's all of my black, and I'll just weld it together. Now, oh, sorry. Now, when I have this, okay, let's just say I turned the lion to a pink, and I turned this to a blue. I just want to show you how it's going to color separate it all. And then I select the same color, and I'll turn all this black to a black. When I want to color separate it and send it to my cutter, I'm going to go to Templates, Vinyl Overcut, and there's my 3 color separations already mirrored for me, ready to go. So this is now ready for my cutter to send to the cutter to cut it. All right? So now that I've done that, I want to come over here and let's just say this is pink easy weed, this is blue easy weed, and this is black easy weed. Oh, I moved it. This is black easy weed. If you want to know how much you have in cost on this design, just click on the little money sign right there, and I have 31 cents in black, 22 cents in bubble gum, 55 cents in sky blue, for a total of $1.08. So your cost for you of your materials as well. Now, because it's a first birthday, maybe they say, oh, man, I don't want that. I want the lion to be red, and I want to throw this onto a onesie. So to do that, I'm going to go to my mock-ups. I'm going to choose infant. I'm going to choose a front onesie. And I'll click on this onesie here, and it's going to drop it on my onesie for a mock-up ready to show the customer. So go back to page 1. Now you can see it creates a new page in the bottom. I have all my cut files. I have my mock-up, and I have my original design. So I can save this, and I always have that design saved as customer number 176 in their name. So, give you another idea. So when we're adding rhinestones around something, watch this. Now, did you want something specific with rhinestones around it? Or just any type of design? I'm just going to show it right now, like as far as how I created it. Just anything? Okay, to give you an idea, this is kind of to give an idea of like an actual practical purpose of a design that we created already. So we have this design. What's that? Well, we would need as long as you have a vector file of it, I'll give you an example, watch. So if I have the eagle, okay, yeah. So if I want to take an eagle here, design, knockout, and grab the eagle. So maybe I just want to do a boundary around the outside of this eagle, and I want to do it all of its paths. So I'm going to get this eagle to a decent size here. I'm going to use whatever size stone, maybe I use 6s. I'm going to fill tool, and I'm going to do a path fill. 2x2 in stones, it's going to be tough. I'll show you. Because you're getting so small, you can't get any detail on it. So if I switch this down to 2" by 2, because of the look, 2x2x8, when I do a path fill on this, because the stones are a specific size, with rhinestones, as small as you get, it is 6s. I already switched it to 6s. So because the stones can only go so small, so once you get down to a side, now I could have done this where it was just a basic single outline. I could have got away with the eagle had it had a trace that didn't have all of the real detail inside there. But that's where, and you'll see as the eagle gets bigger, and you do that same path fill. Now it's starting to get a little bit better in the detail of it, and that one there is 5.5 inches. So it really depends on the size of it as far as how detailed you can get with it. But give you an example of it here. Because these were hand placed, it looks like. So with a template, the stones have to have. So those are basically touching. So that would be a process like what? Getting them that close. Because if you see how close these are, hand placed, but see how these, they have to have a spacing between it or else the template material is going to rip. Like that you could. That has spacing between it. So to give you an example like that, let me just, watch this. So let's just say, let me see that butterfly again. What did it look like? Look what I'm doing here. I'm just drawing kind of an idea of your butterfly there. Okay, a little rose. But see how close, again, because those areas are so close, I want to give you an idea. Yep. So what size does the butterfly have to be? Because they're close, so close. Yep. How big? What's your size for it? And what is it? 2 inches? 2 by 2? Okay. So look at this one here, just to give you an idea so we can see. 1.5 by 2.5. I just drew some shapes to kind of give a butterfly look. Now if I come over to my place and fill and I do a path fill on that, I can get away with that. So something like that where it's not too detailed, you can get away with. And let me even get down on 1.2 inches by 2 this time. Still get away with that. Because you're going to need a little bit of space, so it would be difficult. Yep. Not that small of a size, because even left chest and right chest can be difficult at times. You've got about 3-5 inch on that. Where no, we have a no ruler rule. But yeah, 2 inches. It's going to some designs that have some complexity on it. It would be pretty difficult, and it's just. With stones, because the smallest stones, there are stones that are smaller than 6s, but when they get smaller than 6s, yeah, and you can't even see them, and you're very welcome. Yeah. So let's just say, for example, I were going to cut this template here, all right? So with this template, let me see, just checking my edges real quick. Those all look pretty good. So if I highlighted this design, and I go to my templates and my vinyl overcut, there's my cut file. So to send it to the graph tech, all I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and go to my launch, and I'm going to send it to Cutting Master 4, okay? You can grab her attention because I'll cut it for you guys to see. I'm going to cut a template on the graph tech real quick. I know you had the graph tech just so you can see as well. So let me go back a step just to show you what I did. So in order to cut the file, I just did this little quick design. I would go to my templates and then I would do a vinyl overcut, and it's going to put the weed box around it, get everything ready for the cut, and then when I highlight it, I would just go cut plot CM4, it opens Cutting Master for you, and then we can cut it. So with this material, I'm going to go 2 for my current position. Yep. Which is what? I come from Cutting Master 2. Yep. Yeah, so you're in Cutting Master. Because we sell these exact machines. when it comes to Cutting Master, you're probably using more of their design software. That's okay. So you have an option to use that as well, or you can install Cutting Master. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you have Cutting Master. So I hit 2 concurrent positions. I didn't want it to scroll all the way to the front. Yeah. I hear that all the time. Really? So, it's not this yet, so let's just see. I'm going to come through here. You can see it open Cutting Master 4, and I'm going to do a force of 21. And I come over here, and I need to plug this in. Is that going yet? Wait. So I actually haven't set on the vinyl overcut right now. So what that does is the software making the cutter do it. So this cutter normally when it cuts, it starts here, it doesn't stop where it starts. What our software makes it do is it starts here, it does the full circle, and it continues a 1/4 inch past it. You don't get that little hanger when you're doing eating. That's why in a lot of our videos you'll see why it bleeds so easy, finishing through every cut. So this is kind of what I'm using as my test cut here to see if I need to increase my pressure at all. So it looks like it's pretty good. And that's with SS6 stones. Now read it perfectly. So obviously that won't brush in right now because we only have SS10 stones there. The stones will be too big to brush it in. But now that I have this template, I can brush this in 1,000 times if I want with any color that I want. And what you'll see, of course, what you'll see on a lot of them, especially with the different template materials, is some materials are a little bit thicker, a little bit more difficult to weave. Parallels for boot camp for your macro set? Yeah. There might be a new one. As far as what type of stuff? That stuff that needs to be adhesive. That's all we have.
I want to see it sugar covered. There you go. Shimmy.
They're like, oh no, stop.
So if I had a shirt, okay, and I want to bring it in, let's just say, now does your shirt, is it already a PNG where the knockout, like everything's back behind it, or does it have a box around it? Okay, so watch this. I'm going to come here. I'm going to use a white shirt. And I'll show you what, now this one has a box around it and everything. Okay, so watch what this does. If I just threw up a black box around this is just a JPEG of a shirt. Like, it doesn't look real good, okay? So watch what I can do within the software. I can take this shirt here. I'll go to my Mop Creator, all right? Within the Creator, I'll hit Create Auto Boundary. This is just a JPEG, nothing special about it, but watch what we've taught it to do. I'll hit Create Boundary. Even though that's a JPEG, it drew a perfect trace just because it looked at the shadowing of the JPEG. So it traced that around, then I highlight this. I'll hit Cut Out Color Change Mockup. It'll process through. I've clicked 2 buttons so far, right? As this processes through, now look at the difference when you show the customer this shirt. Send it to the back. Looks a whole lot nicer, right? Without that white box around it. When I zoom in, all the pixelation's gone because I did a slight inside contour to the actual shirt to basically cut out. And it's also now a color changing shirt that I can change it to any color I want. Now, when I want to put this shirt into the software so it's saved there forever, here's the process. I want it to be, on average, let's just say it's a 10-inch design that you're putting on it, because we want it to stay proportionate, okay? So, 10 inches, create design placement. It's going to give me the red box, and I'm going to say from there to there is 10 inches. So if I had said 3.75 inches for maybe a left chest, you put a design in, it keeps it proportionate. So there's my 10 inches, highlight it all. I'll come down here, what category do I want to add this to? Do I want to add it to one of these? No, I want to add it to the special shirts category. Well, there isn't one of those. Let's go ahead and add one. So I'll say add folder, and we'll call this the special shirts. And we'll hit OK. Now we have a new folder called special shirts. And this one is special shirt 1. So highlight the entire thing, and I'm going to save my custom product. Now, this shirt had nothing to do with the software 2 minutes ago, right? Well, it says it's saved now, so when I come back to, let's say, let me pull in a design here. Here, I'll show you how easy. See this design right here? How long would it take you to make this design? A little bit of time, right? Watch this. I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm just going to bring in, this is just going to be an impact font with my eagle. So there's nothing special about this eagle. It's just a basic SVG or APS or any clip art that you have. So I'm going to take my eagle, I'm going to place it on top, and then in the 5.0 we now have this little magic tab right here. So if I wanted the stones to be black diamond, I highlight the design, I come over to my stone knockout, I click on that button, and it's done.
Hi, how are you? Why?
So I'll go back again and show you. There's nothing special. I could have put a baseball there, I could have put a Mustang, whatever I wanted there. Nothing special about what I put there, so I'll show you again. Let's say we wanted SS10 stones. Highlight the design. Here, you said you want to see if you know how to do it, all right? So just left click. Oh. So just left click and highlight the entire design. Yep, and draw a big square around the whole thing. Let go, click stone knockout. And you just did it. So now that I have that, let me show you that we just put it in there, okay? So I want this to be, let's say, a glitter. So I'm going to come over to my Caesar glitter, and I'm going to make this a, let's do a different color. Let's do like a red glitter and a gold glitter. So there's my red and gold, and I want this to be crystal stones. So I'll change those to crystal stones. Highlight my design. I'm going to come over to my mock-ups. Remember that one we just created? There's my special shirts category. What's in that category? My special shirt 1. I click on that shirt there, and now it's on the mock-up. I change the color of that shirt. So like you were saying, you get your shirts professionally shot. All those shirts that you have, you can call them whatever categories, put them into the software, they're saved there forever. So the process that I did to put that shirt in, it takes 2 minutes, but now it's in there forever. Like you can go, like shirts that you do a lot from Sandbar or Pacific or any company, shirts that you use, just put them into the software, call it Sandbar, whatever you want.
I already have all
Huh?
that. Like, can you show like your live text and stuff?
The live templates and everything? Yeah. So what that is, let's come over here to my open templates, and we're going to do some live text. So I want to do, is there any type of special, something you would want to do? Like a school? Okay. What sport do you want to do for the school? Football? Okay. So let's just go in and let's do this one here. What's the name of the school? And what's their mascot? Rangers? Okay, so I'll give you an example of just a pretty cool shirt we can do without even this, and then I'll show you the live templates. So, we create fonts as well. This is an actual font, that K right there. Rangers. So watch what I would do. I'm going to come over here, ball font. So I'm going to go just type in an R here, because we're going to do a big R, And we're gonna do the football laces. There's my football laces, maybe the football player, maybe the other football laces. I want it to be 2 colors. I click on the 2. There's my large R. It's ready to go. Now that I have that R, maybe I want to take it and say, okay, I want it maybe 9.7 inches by 8 inches. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take the word Rangers, and we're going to put Rangers through this. So I'm going to use a script font here, use this Pacifica font, and make this a little bit larger here so it goes through my big R right here. I want to add a little bit of an envelope to this. So I'm just going to come over to my envelope tool. I'm going to go add new, hold control, just drag it up a little bit. It's just adding a little bit something to the Rangers just so it looks a little bit different. Now that I have that, I'll just turn it to a gray so you can kind of see what we're working with. We got a lot going on in this design. That's not even close to ready for a vinyl cutter yet, right? Watch how easy to get that ready for a vinyl cut. First thing I need to do is my font, it's a script font, so it has all those overlaps where it's meeting. So that's an easy fix. I'll show you in wireframe. Come in wireframe, all of that right there. I'm just going to hit weld, all of that's fixed. Now I still have a lot of stuff overlapping right here, right? So with all of that, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this. Maybe I want it a little bit bigger. Maybe I want to rotate it a little bit. And that looks good there. Actually, I like it better back where it was. Now, I'm going to take this Rangers, and I need to get all that knocked out back behind it so there's no overlaps to make it cut ready. So boundary here, I'm just going to go ahead and convert it to curves so we know it's not a typable text anymore. Right here under Magic Boundary, I want it to create a contour and remove all the shapes back behind that text. So when I click on my Magic Boundary, now when I go to my wireframe, it's a perfectly ready cut file. There's no overlaps in this. What colors are they?
They're navy,
Okay, so like 2 different shades of blue, like a dark blue, light blue. So let's come back to my enhance. Let's come over here and let's do like a darker blue here and maybe a lighter blue there, and then maybe we want this like in a grayish or black silk. So that's something that's simple to do to just add, but now that I created this shirt that looks awesome, watch what else I can do. I'm going to take this exact same design. I'm going to shrink it down to, let's say, 5 inches, 5.2 by 5.7. We're going to bring it over and turn it into some sign vinyl. I'm just going to make it a white sign vinyl. I'm going to go over my mock-ups. I'm going to choose my card decal, click on that, and there it is on the back window of a car. So the exact same design I just made on a shirt, now I can sell a $7 to $10 decal for as well, and all I had to do is shrink it. Now, when it comes to a live template, that's where it gets really easy. So, let's come over here. We're going to open our template up, and I'm going to do this Live Templates Volume 3. So if I wanted to pull something out of this one, and I'll pull that Rams design that I showed you over there a little bit ago. The nice thing about having a live template like this is you don't have to think about anything when it comes to the designing side of it, because we did all of that work for you. We already created all the envelopes and everything. So even though this is Pirates, I'll hit Find Text. What if it was Cubs? Well, if it's Cubs, C-U-B-S, see how it still fills the entire area? Well, had all that stuff that we had done already not been created in there, Cubs would have probably only gone from right there to right there and not filled it. Well, Yellow Jackets. Again, it just fills the entire area perfectly for you. You don't even have to think about it. Come down here, it's Yellow Jackets up, and they are southeast. Now, change the soccer ball. I'll go to change artwork. You can use any clip art SVG EPS file that you have. I'm going to pull something out of this pack here. So I'm going to use, let's say, Live Templates Volume 3. And I want to use a, what sport did we do? Basketball. Double click on my basketball. It swaps it out. Now there's a lot going on here with the text to give it that look and to keep it a live text, which makes it editable like that. Well, how many of you here already own CorelDRAW? I'm gonna guess out of the 10 or 15 of you that are here, maybe 5 of you know how to get this into a cut ready file with all the contours and the trims and the back minus fronts and all of that stuff. I can guarantee all of you here can highlight this design and click this one button right here, and now it's a cut ready file. So you don't have to learn all those different steps in Corel. That's the whole point of our software. Now that I have that, now what I want to do is I want to add some stones around this design as well. Well, let me make the basketball a little bit larger. So here's what most softwares are going to do when it comes to adding stones. You're going to come over here, you're going to click on the basketball, you're going to add an island of stones. And this is what it's going to do. Is that going to work? I have to do a lot of work. I still have to trim out all these different layers, get rid of a lot of stuff. Watch what ours is going to do. I just hit Control-Z to go back. Now I'm going to take this basketball here. I'm going to come over to that same magic tab that we did on that eagle design. I have a stone outline. So if I click on the stone outline, it's cut ready. Automatically, so it's back behind it. A lot of videos that I've done, like when I do back minus run on this, trim this. Well, now we've actually automated the whole thing, so you don't even have to watch those videos anymore. Those of you that are new software, you'll be like, what the hell was Matt doing back then? He told us to do it the long way. Because you guys didn't really know the long way. So have that, go ahead and select the same color. So I selected all the burgundy, and the Southeast yellow jackets are, I don't know, they're yellow and black. So we're going to take that, we're going to do that in a easy wheat. So let's go to our Caesar easy wheat, and we're going to go black. And then our second color, which is all of, oh, I changed them all. Let's go to the burgundy, take a gold, let's say. So select same color here. We have all of that welded together, and we're going to go a yellow here. Now, to get this ready to go, what I always like to do, and you don't have to do this, I like to take the color and should anybody ever cut a file and like line or a circle somewhere back behind it, screws up your whole cut. That's why you'll always see me. I like to weld it together. And let me show you what that's actually doing. Let's say, for example, I had just a random little circle. I'm going to turn it pink just so you can see it. But what if that circle right there wasn't a color? Right? You don't see that. You think that you're good to go. But in the wireframe, you're not good to go at all. It's going to cut that circle right through your ink, right? Well, what happens is when you take this here and you select all of these areas here, okay? Even though that circle's there, when I weld it together, it gets rid of that. So just in case you have any weird cuts back behind, it will save you some that you can avoid, all right? So back to our enhance right there. Oh, let me go back here. And now that we have this, all right, I'm going to go, I went back one step too many. I'm going to take my design, I'm going to go to my templates, I'm going to go to my vinyl overcut, and there's my design, color separated, mirrored, and it's already going to have your weed box around it as well, so it's ready to send to my cutter. So anytime you have a live template, and this is a new thing that we just did in the 5.0 of the software, a live template isn't easy to create. Our goal is to make it easy for you. So if you look at this text effects tab, the software that we just, let's say you wanted to create a 3-color live text and you wanted to have this envelope. All you do is you hit apply and that's done. And then when you type, you'll see Mustangs, it stays perfectly within that software. What other questions you got? Yeah. Well, and that's good. Like people that use Illustrator already use Prep. Like somebody that's never used either of the softwares, they look at that and they're like, oh, let's see who's actually done that process before and know what. So this Mustang's right here. Let me just give you an example of anybody that hasn't done it before. Watch this. And I have videos showing you how to do this, okay? I have the word text, okay? I'm going to create that into a 3-color live text, so I'm going to hit apply. Now what that's actually doing. I would come over to, I would hit add new, I would drag this up. That would be good, and I would come back here. Now I'm going to take the word text, I'm going to copy and paste it on top of each other. Now I'm going to come over my contour tool. I'm going to drag my contour out a little bit there. I'm going to take my contour, I'm going to change it to white. I'm going to click on my pick tool. I'm going to click on that top text. I'm going to send it to the back. Then I'm going to take my second text. I'm going to grab my contour tool. I'm going to drag that out a little bit. I'm going to do a red. I'm going to click on my pick tool. I'm going to come back. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to send that to the back. And I just did all of that, right? To get to that, but you know what? I forgot a step. Well, the step that I forgot is, watch. When I come over to my live template editor, and I hit find text, watch what this is going to do. I'm going to type out the word Cubs. So, as I do all of these, I don't have the ability now, okay, 2 S's. I don't have to change this one here into whatever I want. This one here, I can take this now. Let's say you made that design, you're like, oh crap, I didn't want it to angle that way. I wanted it to angle the other way. This one, I would have to recreate the whole thing again, redraw the envelope, everything. This one right here, okay, I could just clear my envelope, click on my other one, and now we click. So you can change anything you want on in a matter of literally a click.
I've got some Adobe too. I mean,
Yeah.
Adobe has the same kind of business. Just operating in the graph and just on your shirt.
But that, do you already have the logo?
Like this sign. This is the logo of my daughter's high school. We'll just change it. We'll just change it. When it is. So, I put the logo of my daughter's high school. The Jamie Farm. It's back in line.
Where'd you come from? You work in the show? You got any free stuff from someone free? You just got in here? Okay. That was breakfast?
I would rather just cut out the side like that, brush them all in, and have stuff redo.
To make this,
So I have
so
customers that
remember, right now this is actually, because it's still a typable text, it's got 2 with the contours and everything. So to make this a cut ready file, I highlight it, I hit merge 3-color live text. Now it's a cut ready file, okay? And to cut it, I just go to templates, vinyl overcut, and there's my 2 cuts already paid for.
it takes it away. So take off the rhinestones for
Make it simple. The reason why, and the whole reason I built the software, is I've been the finished product side of the business for so many years. And every software that was out there, it didn't do these types of things.
Say, for example, 10 goes like $5.
Yep.
And then say 5 rows, 10 that.
Yep. And it normally takes people a little while of being in the business because they'll look at software and go, man, to get that, I need drill draws. Well, that's $900 or whatever it is. And the thing is once you do that, like you guys who have been in the business for a little while, you realize how much time is valuable in the business. Yeah. So.
And then if I take away the rhinestone, I go, okay, well, I'll charge $30.
What's that?
And they're like, well, okay, I'll show you.
Yeah, so what that is right there is, let me show you the artwork pack.
25, I would sell that for 25 easy all day long. Exactly. So yeah, like twice the price.
Artwork pack.
And then
Oh, there you go, there you go.
because they can choose.
So, these are all the different artwork packs. Okay, so what we do with artwork packs, they can range anywhere from $250 to $300. But at the trade show, we have bundles. But then, anytime you get the software at the trade show, no matter what pack it is, no matter the price of the pack, it's only $99.
These are all things I've made. I'm looking for.
So even like, for example, a really popular pack is this pack right here. Okay, it's $386. If you were to buy it on the website right now, okay? But when you buy the software at the show, you automatically get silver pricing, which means it's a $99 pack. It doesn't matter. You get $99. And if you want a second pack, it's $99. Doesn't matter.
For me, with rhinestone, for the sparkle with
We have 52 different colors. So like, for example, the couple that was here earlier said, your artwork, we do so much stuff in so many different types of things.
like this is my dad's company.
Everything that you have.
And
And that's why it's so now it goes down to $42 a digital, $75 or $83 or $99 or so on. Yeah, so getting every artwork pack, you see every artwork volume that we have instead of $200 or $300 or whatever per disc, basically $42 average out for the full diamond. Yeah, right around 20. Yeah.
So like the software,
So what we do with our software and the reason why is we never put artwork with the software because that's how I started, and the company that when I first purchased from 10 years ago, they sold me the software for $1,200, right? And they're like, but you're getting $3,000 worth of artwork. Well, I got home and it wasn't $3,000 worth of artwork. There was a bunch of crap files that I figured it out now that I'm in this side of the industry, is what they gave me was all their old stuff that they can't sell it. It was all files that I never used one of them. So I always hated that when companies would just throw in a bunch of random artwork. So what we do is we price the software a lot less and then say, hey, you want artwork that's going to save you a lot of time? You can either handpick which ones you want and add it on, or you can say, I just want the software, or so when I leave it up to you guys, instead of I realize now I was paying for that artwork. They just charged me a lot more for the software to make it give it value. So that's why we kind of break it out like that, so people aren't forced to have it. Any of the functions that that's all, like the mock-ups, the ordering forms, all of that's in the software. The live templates, everything. The only thing that is part of all of this is when I was bringing in graphics. Yeah, like that, even that text effects, when I was just hitting it and creating the live template, that's all. So like even for, let me show you for that like text effects one, this is cool. So watch this. And that's a good question. A lot of people ask that. So if I were typing this out and I typed out the word baseball, and I wanted this to be about, I don't know, 9 or 10 inches, and I wanted it in a different type of font. So maybe I want this real, right? That's a weird looking font. This and that weird looking font, I can go to my text effects. I want it to be this arc, and I can go and hit apply, and it's a live template ready to go. And what you can also do that's cool is once you've created it, this is where you choose the thickness of these lines. Right? A lot of people redoing it, changing that. Well, watch what you can do. You can actually just come up to the contour tool here, and if you click on, for example, that white right there, I can make it smaller, I can make it bigger, I can click on the red, and same thing, I can make the red a little bit thinner. You can adjust that on the fly right there, and it's still live template. And then when you say, okay, style, I can say, okay, I didn't want it to be baseball, I want it to be soccer. Fills that whole area, I want it to cut red, and click now to cut red. So, and I can move it to where I want it layered or not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I noticed that he's not doing this time. He's not doing the travel. He told me now I know that could have the track with the right.
We need to come back to something else over that show. No one's got this stuff.
How are you doing?
Oh, I know.
And don't worry, I'm not taking your cup. Come take a picture with them. Matt, this is Matt.
Yeah, what's on the other one?
Knowledge that you share with us, that's amazing. We gotta give it to you. I've been wanting to buy it.
So that's why that actually
I'm gonna upgrade to the shaded out now that this last yesterday was my wedding. And I'm gonna upgrade it, but I'm still working on I have another software, and then I started doing Corel Draw, and I have another great one. And I'm really getting to use the Corel a lot with the so I need to try to
yellow one is the
and like I said, because I have a possibility full of my calendar, little pieces that I think I can remember but charter school I have from TK to 12th grade, and I think like 4 years.
Well, what we do have, let me try to it's not long, it's not Monday. So what that does is so what it is just upload the account and then you get
Oh, I am, but I should if I lose it.
that's the only one we are, but there is also try to think of a
So that's why I have a cricket phone, but once I got to the graphic at work, I was like, I don't know if I have it on
So our credit so I don't have but we have no credit card. We owe zero so it makes it the payment makes it easier if we had it because we don't owe anything other than house. Or everything's expensive. But for display, it's like if we said that I remember when you were working and each discount is about 50 to 60 designs. Oh, no, that's what it's called. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, yeah, so I remember when he made these and everybody went crazy buying them and I wanted to buy some. They don't buy these. That's not like the case.
Then I also have down here.
Paris is about an hour and something, maybe an hour. It's by Mexico, oh, okay. So we're maybe, yeah, you're from Florida, right? No, oh, okay, from Nevada, okay. So we're by, by White Country. Yeah, about 20 minutes.
I'm still
I'm already on your system.
9 lists here. And then after the next month, they came in with about 9 more lists. The last time it might be 7 lists. No, we're all
You want the full footer and rhinestone. You want just the footer shirt. You want the full only rhinestone like this.
Talk to me. What do I get?
I know.
Because I'm going to be able to make a lot of these. See, nobody has, I haven't seen anyone make this. This is awesome. Like the I only see the materials, I haven't really seen these. Oh, the sequins.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. It's like just a really run and make
You know what? I haven't seen my background.
Oh, really?
Look at that. So there's a lot of stuff. I know you like. Do you like these? Like I'll try white. Do you know why? You put it on ice. White. It's cut in ice. So it stretches right. It's better. Yes. The way. Yes. And I'll tell you how I know. The way it's cut, you can see it by the fibers. You see how they're going sideways. The true cut, you know. For example, I need to borrow this mat. Oh, look, I made this one.
Nice.
I know it's a copyright, but I don't got it. Exactly. So this doesn't stretch that much. It doesn't stretch this way at all, but it stretches this way. This is bias. So by doing that, it fits perfect to body. Thank you, right? Yeah. So the only thing I know you use a lot of the next level. I personally don't like it because all of the so they're not straight bias. Like it's pretty much straight bias. And I experienced it myself because I love it. It's why I'm not, and I didn't like it. Now my daughter loves it. I didn't like them because I'm a curvy woman and those things do matter. Someone regular size makeup. That's why I ended up deciding on what I like, but this is really well made. I really like it. But I haven't, J America, I heard it from you, but I haven't seen this. Now, you have a big size, my daughter's a large. Oh, by the way, my daughter balances high. She loves it. Only to live here. And this is actually a company with the name is Isabella with a C. So it's C Ballot.
We're trying to
She's getting encouraged by Maddie.
we're trying to hang on.
And I guess because of Maddie, she's getting more encouraged. It's fine, but I'm going to give this to your cousin. That's right.
Are you guys back? Can you see us? It was frozen. I'm like, I clear across the thing, and they're like, it's frozen. Nobody can see anything. I'm like, I'll sit here and look at it. Are you guys back on? Can you see us? Somebody say hi. Anybody? fun. We'll bring that hat up close for you guys.
I mean, you can do it at, what's that?
I've read about it. Give me just 1 second. I gotta turn down my find your stuff.
Then you put it on. You walk right to the ocean. And it's like right here, like on midriff, belly down, you walk in like nothing.
Now I gotta grab my foil. So in here I've got a couple different colors. Yeah, that's vinyl. That's actually the same. So you got that. So we have a shirt right there that's got silver, purple, teal, red, rainbow, blue, all kinds of colors on there. That was one press from blue, one press from pink. This we just want to pull down. What they would do with you have many pull-through vinyls, usually you can kind of rub it and get oil is very clean to off. What I like to do is just bring it over to a table, lay it down, and then let the table kind of take some of the heat and on top of it. That'll kind of remove some of the heat there. Alright, so now this is holding up for me. Now I still have one thing in step. I got my stomach. This is the cheapest piece of equipment you see at the trade show all day.
You just screwed it.
And what I'm doing is I'm getting all the foil that's stuck to the other foil is now coming off of there. So now it does not look quite as patchy. And now if we wanted a little bit less shine from the rainbow color, we would go back and check it again for a second and make it go a little bit more subtle. And most people like the shine. That's the that what I had before was the easy that was. Yep. And then this is the other solid colors, all graphic colors, rainbow and and then all of these parts that I didn't use, I can still use it back. And it will stick to glass as well as screen printing. Oh, yeah. So we have both of our show flyers here, but the absolute best you can take is my business card. Yes, absolutely. Go grab it. call or text. I'm going to be traveling for the next 3 weeks. Great show. So sometimes it's better to contact me via cell. Call or text for nights, weekends. I always answer. If I don't, I'll be in, play basketball or sleep and get back to you when I'm done. Yeah. I actually did a video of doing that same exact process. Yeah. Just go on YouTube and type in Rhinestone Roll, Magic Foil, and find the one that's, I think it's called the Creative Design Magic Foil. We do have a 10% coupon for attending it. So we didn't bring any out here ourselves here today, but you can go on our website and order it with 10% off.
Okay, excellent.
Let me grab you that coupon.
Thank you.
Yep. And did you get a coupon?
Yes, I just yeah, I got that. So I do the marketing. Thank you. I appreciate
Are you guys here tomorrow?
No, we're working out.
Give you a card as well? Okay. Yeah, we run all the other source stuff on anything that's so warm. Be able to do all of this. Software, the equipment, and then hopefully on the website. If there's any questions you have about any of this stuff, just let me know. Since you're leaving today, I can extend any of the train show deals for you. I'll give you those flyers, right?
Okay, here's Mel's hat. So back up just a little bit. There you go. There you go. You can I just wanted to you guys see the hat? How many we got online? I can't see how many are on. How many got on, Todd? Got it? Good? Yeah, we're good.
Oh, you talking the foil? Yeah, foil, we're on campus. We actually see that. Did you see that blue bag?
Yeah, that was him.
It's just kind of like a coated canvas.
Okay.
It might be, it might show the texture of the canvas a little bit over the foil, but that covers everything.
Okay. That's absolutely.
Software, designs, materials, training, everything that's related to transfer, Rhinestone, and now we're using Rhinestones where you glue yeah, I'll give you guys a call. Yeah, did I give you a card as well?
Can I borrow the chair? All right, here's the headphones, guys. She's going to be doing some more on this side today. Here's the finished side. And maybe over the top some too.
press this for a minute. Please cut out. And you go more and then make it 290%.
The rhinestones are in place. I would just go ahead, so I'm sending it to like cutter, that's on the cutter. Then put cutter, like, you know, so I would just cut like cutter in white.
Now we're ready to put our foil down. So I'm going to cut this strip of silk. And if I wanted to cut now, all I would do, lay it right over top. And that roll is actually going to come down. The more you concentrate with, the more you'll get your second color inside of the film. Right now, it's creating all these tracks and there's all this stuff flying around.
Alright, so see how right here,
The silk side up,
we've got such a style and vinyl, rhinestone on white.
we're going to use our cover sheet. We don't want anything like that.
No, but we already put it in. Reggie, we already put it in. No, we already put it in ourselves. It's not even. We need to put it in.
Now we're going to come to the next section. After we got pulled it out, I'm going to lay it inside. I'm going to put an extra oil and then lay that back.
So now, if your cutter does not have a way to
This
make
stuff,
multiple,
right?
okay, what you do is that
This is the way you know how to press it. You stick it in it, glue or flux, it's all there.
grab it,
So this is where you
paste
you guys notice the shirt up there has different colors on it. One press for the glue, one press for all the different
it. If your cutter doesn't have the capability of cutting multiple,
Now we did a big sheet of film over the top of it. It's all the text. And one press and then you got all the colors.
highlight, go to your vinyl overcut.
So
If you right click,
I'm
it's
going to
going
pull
to
this
mirror
off
your
so
HTTP frame. Adhesive on the back.
all I can do is just put it. I don't have any good spots right now. I'm going to be a little bit cleaner, but I'll just wrap around this wall. And just I'll set that to the side one and cut rainbows. So this is where you choose the color.
I don't know if that's going to turn on. So I'm just sending it to the cutter now. So if you have a cutter that doesn't, I would grab this and copy it.
Orange, gold, and another silver one. Right above now. Make sure that you don't enter like the first layer of black.
See the yellow square? That's the box. That's the same box. On your cutter, you touch it. So on my graph pad, he's got a different version than I have. Okay, so right here on my graph pad software, I tell it how wide that delineated bubble is far back. Okay, and then here's where I tell it multi-copy.
What you see on the screen is really you can
Let's say, for example, if I had, for some crazy reason, I wanted to try
Not the rhinestones, okay? Just the design. Just the design. No. There's cracks up. So I don't want to just one logo on the side, so I want to shrink That's fine. It's just that design. So see, when I see the design is going to come to, it's going to be this. So I'm actually going to walk in the side of this and send it to you. So I'll send it to you.
You're good. You're good.
The smallest that you can see, it's in there.
This is the rhinestone part.
Now this is the so we got
The rhinestone part. This is the alphabet, and I don't want to have like a deck. You don't have to get it up for everything. Then choose the sticky part.
now I'm ready to feel this. We're actually live streaming this right now, so everyone that's on the back. I don't know if I lined it up here.
Thank you so much.
This guy's not serious. Get out of here. What the hell is bingo on? Sing me some things.
I'm not thinking. This is already a template.
So you'd actually press the vinyl first at a lower time, and then when you're ready to do this, you have all your vinyl on it, and then go back to the stone. That way you're and that's where you could use if you want that same design, Monday, okay? Don't let it go to spam and don't automatically send it back. No, sorry.
white toner printer.
but without like print it with
Under a light curve. Yeah, you don't use a white toner printer. White toner is what matches. But you can use regular light.
but there's nothing that when you marry them together, it's large, small, small, medium.
Correct.
What do you guys said?
I want one size that fits all.
Double the nice and it's partial and that's just on the side. Yeah, I did it. Here, whatever. But really, for the solid color, not a good transfer weedless with the detail that you can do. And we have thought that all good luck. You're
They can't see you.
Hey guys.
Matt. If she wants you to get drunk, Matt. Better hold the wine out, right? Oh no.
Oh, the stream's frozen.
It's because the dad's almost dead.
Oh, it didn't catch that?
They can hear it. Jump up there and just hit close on that low battery sign.
Well, it smells yummy. I have straws.
Oh yeah. You can straws.
Huh? It smells good in here.
I know.
Round two.
Round two. Go round I'm so sorry. Smells good.
Smells good. Hi, Mom.
This is so fun.
With the 4 and 5 up there, and we already selling them on the website. So it's basically
they have like
I
I've got straws.
You made the shirt. Of course I made the shirt. Like Patricia Fish. Oh my God, hi. Oh my God, so nice to meet you. Finally. Yeah, okay, so shoot over me. So I was telling them about the Facebook page just joined, and they're asking like on YouTube, like do you log on with Matt? Like, no, I log on by myself. I was just they're going to be some questions. I got like this design I designed, I made, and it's so good. I love the whole graphic. I need to get a picture of you. Oh, you got a mom says, oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Lauren. Nice to meet you. Nice, Bonnie. Mom's just here for the book. I know, it's not 18. That too. I put the rhinestones in yard. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I did that on mine. Right tomorrow. I wouldn't have known unless she said so because I was going with it. Thank you. You would not imagine how many screws it has. I didn't like weld the trees first. Thank you. Thank you so good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I love what you guys did today. 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry. What did I do? I didn't do anything. I had no part in it. I'm not even going to say the word.
That's going to pop up automatically. So we're going to do the whole
That's laser.
Maybe? We're going to cross our fingers and hope that you guys can see. I'm going to
walk you guys around just so you can see what's going on.
Sorry about that, guys. We already cut it here, so you can see the cut line. It's basically the glue that comes on the Easy Beat vinyl from Caesar. Just no vinyl, it's just glue. But the same thing, it cuts the same way, reads the same way, except you press it for only a couple seconds.
So my best way to like, I don't have the funds to buy new jackets if I jack this up. Okay, so the designing, I work for
So on stuff, you guys just sell like, say you get the shoe kit and then you want to get me get the
He's got everything separate.
So do you have that little cute black thing in here
Of
to
course.
buy?
Yes, they're $20. It's normally $28.
And how much are they?
Those are 20.
Show ends at 5 today. Is it still fuzzy, Todd? I'll show you guys the shoes Kelly's worked on today.
Actually, I just poured all the glue out and opened it up. There's no glue in that, so I wouldn't add water. It's all the base glue, so don't add water. Okay. It just makes a mess. This is the shoe kit. It has glue, a syringe, 2 tips, and a small little white pencil picker.
So it was all there for me. I did it in 6 hours.
6 hours.
But like even for example me, what's up guys? I did like me, $100 an hour is what I charge to do those different things. She's charging $1,500 for that.
And then on the back is all the designs as well that come with the Wizard combo.
No. She's putting the glue on.
Danielle, I just found more of those transfers, so I can do one of those shirts.
You can totally glue those, but you can hot fix them because it won't stick to this kind of stuff. Yeah, it won't even stick, but you can glue them.
Which glue is that one again? The multigram?
The multi-grab, Todd.
Multi-grab on here.
It works, Todd. They're not coming off.
My shoes are
Not yet.
Do not use the Eco Glue on the swooshes that are like foamy, rubbery feeling.
Yeah, it's weird.
They don't stay. We learned the hard way.
Hi. What's up, people?
I think Toy's on.
Hi, Toy. Love you.
Kelly's shoes aren't blinged out today, but I can show you. They're kind of chameleon looking.
Who's that?
Live. They want to see.
Hey crew. What do they want to see?
Kelly's shoes, but they're not blinged out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hopefully you guys got a good enough look.
No jack? If it's 3 is glue, 5 feet is glue, it explodes.
If you sold it, how much would you sell?
Me, I tried
I'm going to hook you back up to the mount. Hang on. You're going to move a little bit. Sorry. I have to climb up to the trigger and get up there. Trade show floor, guys. Thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, me too, Todd. Thanks. Not sure why it's crooked, sorry. There. I think we're good now. There, now you guys should be able to see the whole booth. I'm here, Toy, but I'm behind the scenes. See my hand? If you guys were here, you'd smell the wine. It got spilled all over the floor. The whole bottle broke. Hi, see, I'm here. Cool faux rhinestone dots with foil.
That's my fear. That website kind of teaches me how to do it, or should I just watch your
Want to touch it? Feel it?
that thing's having
Oh, this is a glitter?
Yeah. Glitter rhinestone.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
You just cut it. No, the rhinestones are the template. They're down at the other end. You brush them in. Add a magic block, and then you brush it into that, and then you can cut your transfer tape on your shirt, press it, and the transfer tape done. Well, there are people that will do it by hand.
Really?
But you got a better, quicker way.
Thank you.
Put it on your four stones on it, brush them in, extra ones off.
I have to
Hey, I was going to try it, right?
That's just glitter vinyl. You buy it by the foot on the outside. Get it on the walls if you want, depending on what's that color.
Oh, you guys sell the glitter vinyl? Oh, okay. Imagine how much money you could have made just by selling these Rams shirts this weekend. Just like that.
Don't sell them. They're copyrighted. Trademark. I can shut you out. Yeah, he's like, can I sell this? No.
With the vinyl decal and then the stone according to that. And they've got, obviously, I don't like the artist, so I can't.
So your software is your...
Yeah, this is the foil. So what you do is you have the
Yeah, just like having the logo, their logo in right.
easy way to piece it.
It was so hard to weave when I was trying to use
Think
this
so?
stuff. It was. I
The
maybe I
Caesar
had the
Easy
wrong
Weed is
kind.
not. The Caesar Easy Weed is
Yeah, see, it wasn't Caesar. Some other
this.
kind.
I mean, this pulled up real good. We did a whole bunch the other day for a class that we did. So you put this on the shirt, press it for 30 seconds, pull it up, put your foil over it. If you want it to have a distressed one, you sprinkle it up. Then you can do a two-color. He did a rainbow. He's done the silver bottom. Yeah, like this.
it's just a
There's a silver and a rainbow where you could make it look like a crackle showing through. Just you do this layer first, we'll peel it, then do your rainbow layer on top of it, we'll peel it, kind of rub it up and rough it up a little bit, get some extra off, and then you got that. What you looking for?
SS10, SS6, and SS6.
This is the carrier sheet. Yeah, the press one. There was
Is that a 10?
No, that's a 10.
That's a mixture.
Yeah, 10 is still press. Because that's this is the carrier paper. It comes on there. Like, oh, it comes in a roll.
Rhinestone. I said it.
So do the outside first.
How long did it take you to make 500 lines?
You know where that one is? So for us, something that you don't do, but Alright, you guys ready? Go right. I'm looking for Joe.
So for the blanket thing, I have to put the template on my cutter.
Yeah, correct. I'm looking for a cover sheet.
Matt, let's have a press.
Where Matt keeps it.
You didn't see that. Okay. So this here is like anything. Okay, doing it and you want that. So a lot of things that come through as far as like, let me just show you the notes so you can see. I got the bugs here. Now, this glitter is heat transfer. Same glitter on the shirt. Okay? That's exactly where this comes from. Okay? So, things like this, everybody gets confused about making rhinestone car decals or glitter heat transfer vinyls, and they always think it's hard. Here's the easiest way to think of it. If I make a rhinestone or a glitter transfer, right? I press the sheet. Okay, that's easy. Everybody knows that. This is just as easy. Think of this as your shirt. So if I want to make a rhinestone sticker or a glitter sticker with the heat transfer vinyl, this is my shirt. This is what I'm pressing. Okay? So, shiny side. This is the outside of the shirt. This is the inside. You want to press it on the outside. So the shiny side is what you press to. And I grab my blue glitter, drop this down. Temperature up a little bit. I want to probably be about 315, 310, 315. We'll go 310. And I'm going to drop this down for about 2 to 3 seconds. come up here and peel this off. So this is trash. Come back here with my white. I'm just going to line this up. And it's supposed to line up because it doesn't stick to itself, right? So I can move it around, line it up. Drop this down. Now with this one, I'm going to go about 5 inches. Good there. Take this up. Put this off. And the cool thing is I can just grab a pair of scissors right now. I can trim around this, and I don't have to hit it perfect because the material back behind it is so clear. It kind of blends in with whatever you're pressing it to. And I have a glitter sticker. I can put this on a cell phone case, your laptop, TV, whatever you want. Okay? Now I want to take this to the next level, and I want to add rhinestone to it as well. So, grab my rhinestone. Yep, everything basically says, think of yourself as making a shirt. This is my shirt. The process is all the exact same. Now, here's the cool part about what we're doing with this. Glitter with glitter and rhinestone layered on top of it. We can't do that on the shirt, right? Why can we do it here? What do you do with the shirt? What's the issue with layering glitter? Exactly. If I'm putting this on my computer, anybody here that's washing the computer has clear problems. Right? So, yeah. So you're not going to be washing your computer or your... Now this has been through the dishwasher over 40 times already. This design I just did at the show, but this design right here, had I done this design right here with this sunline, it would be way better. This has been on there for over 2 years.
What is that? Is that
But doing anything with it, exact same thing. So, just finish that part. Grab my hot here. Peel this off. So, see the stone starting to come off? I'm still not up to my temperature yet. So, because I wasn't at my temperature, my 310, 315, I just needed to press it a little bit. So when it comes to cheer and like they were saying and dance and all of those, when you put this, you know where this is the main thing that I've done with a lot of high school? Putting their name on the big megaphone. So the cheerleaders have their big megaphones that they use. You're going to put their name in all rhinestones. They go nuts. Depends on how big they want. Some of them, like some of those megaphones are pretty tall. They're 2 3 feet tall. When I did a vertical box with their name on it with rhinestone, each one of their names was, I want to say, about 15 inches tall. And we charged $25 per just each out. I think I had just over $1. So,
the blanket, basically the blanket anything is dry cream and have this like any other shirt on it. And then you just cut it. So that's how you guys do the coffee maker and espresso machine.
The videos, yep.
Do you guys have some of the material here?
The only thing we have here is all of the software for that, for Woodward, the different designs. So we don't have any
Rhinestones here.
I'm going to have this here.
Yeah, my son.
But a lot of people will say, can I just send this material, to bring anything material through my micrometer, cut around it, do a contour or cut? You can. Here's the issue. I'm doing this for a local school. I'm not making one of these. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. So I can make some money. So with my rhinestone template, I would cut a big, like if this were a single knife cut, I was going to do it 1 inch over time. I would cut a big template on 2 inches. way I'm blushing multiplying it. And then same thing with the clip. I would try multiplying them at the same time. So the time it's taking you to make one, other than the two right here, it would have been the exact same time for you. So what this would add is if you do it that way, have done a contour cut of all of this ahead of time. And let's say I have like a contour of the R there, R there, R there. For you to line that up and do it to get rid of the impact. Like I thought that would be a good idea and it would save you time for trimming the scissors. Because the material is so clear, and was trimming the over, you can't see exactly what's happening. So there's no way for you to get rid of it. Yep. So this here basically, I'm done with it now. So I can send it to the customer like this, and I just say this here is a sticker. So, and I can put this on, like if I put this on my computer laptop, my car, the computer of my car, whatever you want, you can peel it off of here and it's not going to affect it. Now, when you peel it off here, you can use it and use it in a new paper, but it can't come off whenever you peel it off.
I thought about that. Right now I do want something and
just came out to the 5.
Yeah, it doesn't get high.
Okay, but I'll
Can I upgrade it? Can I upgrade it?
Huh? Hot? What is?
Like for the life of me, I don't
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's slid.
All right, can you hear me?
Okay, I'm gonna come up here again. We kind of slid. Okay. I think I mean, it's diagonal, but I think they can see all right. Can you guys see enough? They're saying hi, Sean.
All right, so
Okay, I think you guys are good.
like the template, like you were saying, I'll show you, like that Rams
Okay.
design, since you guys are looking that way. I'll show you how I created that design. We'll make it for whatever sport you want and for your sport.
What you guys are
Okay.
doing? I love that.
Yep, so watch. So that one is in Live Templates Volume 3. It's one of our artworks. Okay, and I'll show you. I go to Open Template here, and I'm going to go to my Live Templates Volume 3. So all of the different templates are within that map, and all the clip arts of the different sports and stuff. So I want to go to this one here, which is what that Rams design is. So I have this here. Now, what's the name of the school? Tracy is T-R-A-C-E-Y or Y?
T-R-A-C-Y.
Okay, so all I do is I type T-R-A-C-Y and I hit enter. What's their mascot? Bulldogs. B-U-L-L-D-O-G-S. I hit enter. What sport? Soccer. We'll switch it so I can show you how it changes. Basketball. B-A-S-K-E-T-B-A. So see how no matter what I typed, it stayed perfect within the area? Yep, so everything just stays there perfect for the layout of the design. So now, obviously, we need to change this to basketball, right? Change artwork. You can use any clip art that you have or what's in the actual software. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to use what's in this pack right here, just so you can see. Live Templates Volume 3, click on the basketball, swap it out. Now that I have that, see how I have the stones on that one? So first thing we need to do is we need to get it cut ready. We need to change it to the colors that you want. We'll add some rhinestones to it. So this right here, there's a lot going on there. It's two different texts with contours and everything. So that's something that's probably about 10 to 12 steps in Corel to figure out and to do. With back minus fronts and trim and some contours.
What I'm trying to eliminate.
Exactly.
Is
So
our
watch
logo
this.
design.
And that's why I wanted to explain. So watch what I do in our software. Same thing like what you have in the 4. This is all part of the 4.
All right, guys.
So I click on my merge 3 color live text. This button right here. And
Okay, so I hear that we're blurry.
it's done. It's
Are we
ready
still
to go.
blurry?
So clicking that one button, it's good.
Live template. Is that part of the 5?
It's part of 4 too.
Anybody, we still blurry before I put you back up there?
Do you have 3 or do you have 4? Okay. So to open,
I know there's a lot that I haven't.
watch. So that doesn't show up right away. To open it, you go to the dockers right here and you open the live template editor. Okay? So now that we have that, what colors are there?
How is it when I flip it around?
Okay, so you want to add rhinestones to it? Okay, so let's add rhinestones. So what I'm going to do is I can take this basketball right here. I want to add stones around it, but I want to make it harder. So every other software that you're going to find is going to do this. You're going to take this basketball. You're going to go
Why would this be blurry? Do you have any kind of like words of advice?
What do you mean?
It's still
blurry?
They're saying it's blurry,
I'm just going to add stones, but see how it's just overlapping everything?
They're
It's
just being picky.
right?
right? Well, I was like trying to flip it back and forth, seeing if like that would help, but
So tell them to clear their eyes.
Go back.
Sean says clear your eyes. Beeps.
All right, we got our basketball ready. So I'm
Look,
gonna
it's
take my
clear.
basketball now, and I'm gonna do.
You guys look clear through the phone, so I'm not sure why it's blurry.
I'm gonna click this one button right here, and it's perfectly done.
Maybe.
So what it actually did, it took that basketball and created a contour.
Okay, I'm gonna wipe the camera off, so this is gonna be really weird.
It took that boundary around it, it added a row of stones around that. It broke apart those stones, it took the boundary.
Okay, is that any better, guys?
Outside of the stones and knocked out every layer back behind it, so there was nothing else.
I've already tried that, Todd. I'm really not that dumb.
This is part of the process that I just did there. The videos of me teaching you guys how to do that before was a 5-minute video. Now it's 1 minute. So, you said they were what color?
How are you guys now?
Green and gold? Okay. So, we're going to go green and gold. Let's go here. I'm going to go select same color. So I have all of the black. And
I'm tapping the screen for Todd.
Green. So I'm going to go to my
Try to focus,
glitter.
but it's not doing anything.
Green glitter.
So that might be the
And
best
then
you
I
get for
want
right
this
now.
one to be a gold. So I'm going to select all of the same color here. And I'm going to weld that together.
Ah,
I'm
toy
going to do
nice.
that in our gold. So there's our green and gold. We're going to make this crystal rhinestone.
Okay, well I'm gonna leave it like this. We'll see if maybe it's an internet issue and it
like
comes
this,
back
we want to put it
better.
onto the
Sorry.
shirt, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to mock-ups, burn out shirt, click on that, and then it's done on the shirt. If I want to throw it on a long sleeve shirt, no problem, just click on this, swap it out for a long sleeve, click on the long sleeve shirt, and then it's ready to go on your long sleeve shirt. So when it comes to the live templates like that, you just type in any live, that's the whole point of our artwork packs, is you don't have to be a designer or an artist or anything like that. We did the part to make the difficult part as far as thinking of the layout and all the different things that you put in it. All you have to do is type the text.
And so when they send you their design, okay, I want this, I would do basically the same thing. Yeah. But I have to require you guys to help me kind of put it into that format so that it's really moving. You know what I mean? Because it's well when they send you the design, they're going to decorate that, and they're going to
So after you have it vectorized and stuff, then it's pretty simple. So say they had a basic bulldog. Let me see if I have one on here. All of these are pretty detailed, but I just want to give you an idea of what I mean. So I'm going to take this bulldog here. Okay, this is probably too detailed for it, but just to give you an idea. Take this bulldog. I'm going to come over and I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go bulldog. And I'm going to tighten up the spacing a little bit. So under my edit tab, I can just tighten up the spacing by clicking on that. And we're going to do bulldog, I don't know, bulldog cheer. So come down here. Now watch this. This is the cool thing about the software itself. If I were to just click on here and type out cheer, okay, it isn't going to fill that area. Then I have to readjust it all and everything. Well, now with the wizard, I can click on this, I can go to my text effects, and I'm just going to create that into a template, okay, into an envelope. So when I hit apply on that, and I come over to this bulldog, click on my text here, and I'm going to go cheer, fills that whole area perfect. So it created that envelope for me. So every time whatever word I type, it's going to keep it even with that bulldog's part. And
Okay guys, we're gonna end this feed and start a new one here in just a